Do you actually go to him and record, or you still kind of like out-rap each other? How does it?
We did that. We wrote the song in Detroit. I did go out there and we recorded in his studio. It's his comfort zone. Like, Eminem's a lab rat. I don't know if you know this, but you don't see him unless he's scheduled to be somewhere. Other than that, he's probably writing something new now.
Yeah!
And he was so cool, bro. Like, he was like so
humble.
Cool.
That's
Yo,
amazing,
and he's the biggest rap nerd. Like, we're sitting there, we're talking about shit, and I was like, man, I'm sorry, am I being weird? He's like, no, you're not being weird. And then like 2 minutes later, I'll be like, am I being weird now? like Craig and Friday. I'm like, am I weird now? He's like, no, man. And the third time I was like, am I being weird? He's like, now you being weird. Shut the fuck up. And he's like, I got something. And I'm like, what? And this pulls out a CD.
Damn.
I'm like,
Wow, how'd y'all play it?
Exactly. On his CD player. In the green room. And he plays the song.
Wow.
And I'm like,
oh my God.
like, as he plays it, I'm like, oh my God, is he going to have a verse on here? And he killed it. And the one thing I will sit here and say, me and him was like this on the record.
Wow.
I didn't get sunned. I did everything I could to
make sure.
And I love that. And I didn't go back in. I didn't anything. What I gave him is what I gave him, and what he delivered, bro. And it just felt like it was our record. It wasn't anybody trying to, one up or anything like that. And bro, it was a dream come true.
T.I. called Eminem and Andre 3000 two of the best rappers he has ever worked with, highlighting their exceptional skill and artistry.
Man, M is, probably one of the most talented, capable, intellectual technicians of wordplay I have ever experienced. Like, he's really meticulous with his approach to how he put his shit together. And both times we worked, I had the opportunity of sitting there and watching him, like, actually put this shit together. And, it was just truly of another world, for real. That shit was just on some other shit. And I just, him and 3000, him and Eminem and Andre 3000 are the most meticulous artists I've ever worked with. You know what I mean? So those two guys are really up there for me.
50 Cent has often said working with Eminem was inspiring because M loves being in the studio, constantly creating and pushing for the best music.
Do you actually go to him and record, or you still kind of like out-rap each other? How does it?
We did that. We wrote the song in Detroit. I did go out there and we recorded in his studio. It's his comfort zone. Like, Eminem's a lab rat. I don't know if you know this, but you don't see him unless he's scheduled to be somewhere. Other than that, he's probably writing something new now. And that's it's cool. Like, it's a really cool process. It's usually more fun than it feels like work. It sounds like one of those hit records that you've heard from Eminem in the past that had like R&B soloists, singer in the chorus, and it's one of the songs that he wrote his portion of the song before I got there, because he was like, yo, this would be dope if we did this and that. He was excited about it, and he started writing already, and he had it recorded so I could hear like the idea, and I was like, yeah, I know what you're doing, but I got to just write my perspective on that and put it together. So it's me and him on a record called Champions, and you'll get a chance to hear it soon.
2 Chainz described working with Eminem on the Chloroseptic remix as a surprising and exciting studio experience where M pushed him to bring his best bars.
Eminem came and they said, yeah, man. He said, man, how the hell you rap? How the hell you rhyme Tabernacle with Adam's apple? He said, man, you be saying some, you know what I mean? And so we played about 3 or 4 times. And so I'm noticing Tech not back there, Cat not back there. None of my folks, they done boxed everybody out from the studio. I get up, hell nah, where my cousin at? Cuz, you need to hear this. I go to boom, Tech, you need to hear this. But home, like right here, I done line them up. Go get everybody hear this, boom, boom. So you know what I'm saying? We sit back and we play it 3, 4 times, and then like the part where he wanted me to do ad libs, he just told me like, don't even worry about it. Like
what's it for?
It was Forrest. He got his project coming up.
Okay.
So he just told me, you know what I mean, don't even worry about that. Like it just everything changed. Like once I did my verse, it changed, and so.
Did y'all talk about anything besides rap?
It was rap. It was just rap, man. You know what I mean? It was just rap.
In his interview with Lil Wayne, Kid Cudi said working with Eminem was surreal and motivating, as M's intensity in the studio pushed him to new creative levels.
I was like, yo, let's reach out to Paul Rosenberg, man. Let's do this the right way. Like really connect with him and like let him know that we're trying to get up with him. And, you know, I had the record and I just was like, man, let's send it to him. You know, the worst that could happen is he doesn't fuck with it, you know? And then at the end of the day, I won't be mad about it, you know? Like, so I just sent it off and like he responded back. They said he fuck with it and they were asking questions like when I was thinking about releasing it and all these things. And I was just like, whoa, it seems like he's gonna write this shit. Yeah. All right, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, like, he sent it right back and, man, I got him on the phone. I had to tell him, I was like, yo, bro, like, you fucking destroyed this shit.
I mean, I already know.
He it was like, you know, because I was nervous because I was like, man, like, I'm like, gonna get Eminem on my song. He gonna body me on my own shit, you know? Like, but I was like, it, you know? Like, yeah, I just want to join with him. Like,
that's what's
you know?
up.
So
trust me, I know the feeling. I've sent a few to him and got the results back and just gotta go ahead and accept it, you know.
Like when I rap with Eminem, I know I gotta be the way up, cause this ain't playing.
He's like bred for that shit, man.
He make you go hard. Then he the type of nigga that when you finish the song, he'll go back in and change and do 4 more bars. You be like, you cheating, man. Why you get 4 more bars in with him? You already done cut my head off. Now you going in for 4 more bars? And he just like, God damn it, Marshall, you bad. I'm glad you're on my team.
Obi Trice revealed that Eminem would sometimes rewrite his lyrics after hearing Obi's verses, showing how competitive and dedicated M was in the studio.
What I looked at was like, you know, sometimes the dude would change his lyrics, you know, after he heard my verse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he would go rewrite his music.
Is that kind of a no-no in hip-hop, like, a little bit? Like, you know
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a no-no because, you know, we're trying to make a hot record, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if he didn't feel like that was what he wanted to put out there, then you would change it, and I would do the same, you know. It wasn't like, you know, we was in competition, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, you know,
you weren't in competition? I mean, because most rappers feel they are, you know, if they do a song with someone, most rappers say they try to body the other, like, you know what I mean? They try to kill whoever's on that song. Right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna do me in a way where, I'm not trying to body. I'm trying to body the song, not body the individual. You know, that was my camp. That's my people. It wasn't like that. We was just making songs that, you know, that he felt that was, you know, he felt that his lyrics wasn't what he wanted to put on it, and he changed it after he heard my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, I need to do this differently. So that happened before, a few times actually.
Anderson .Paak collaborated with Eminem and Dr. Dre on the track Medicine Man from Dre's 2015 album Compton, where he delivered the hook, while M closed the song with an intense verse.
We want this one to send to Eminem, but we want to make sure it's right first. So Dre had put his verse on there, and now they were looking at me to fill in this little bridge part. So they threw the beat on, and I was in there for like 15-20 minutes just racking my brain like, damn, what can I do, you know, because I wanted it to make it. So I did something and put it on, and then after that, I think they sent it to M, and M was he really liked the whole song, you know, he loved every part about it. So then M did his verse, and he sent it back, and then I think when he sent that verse in, they had to completely restructure the beat around his verse because it was so crazy. So Dre was like, I want to restructure the beat to where it's like almost like switches to a movie when his verse comes in, and we build around his verse and move with his verse, and that's pretty much how it ended up coming together like that, and then it made it after that.
Yeah, the Eminem verse is crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Eminem goes ballistic.
Yeah, he
Tiger
goes.
Woods references.
Yeah, all kinds of shit. But when he sent it, it was the beat. You know, the beat switches up and strings, and there's all these dramatic things that happen, and you know, that was something that happened. That was something that was thought of later after he sent it.
Okay.
Yellow Wolf said working with Eminem was like a masterclass, as he studied M's writing, recording, and perfectionism to grow as an artist himself.
I mean, it's fun, you know. It's funny most of the time. There's a lot of laughing goes down, you know. Like a lot of funny shit happens in the studio. I mean, for the most part, though, you know, for me, it's just kind of like soaking up the genius, you know, and like trying to just humble myself and be there and listen, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what I do, you know. I mean, if I'm in there writing, or the times that I have been in there writing when he's been around, it's just there's a real mutual respect, you know. Mm-hmm. We kick it, and I think at the end of the day, all of us, we just want to make classics, you know, and we want to make records that the world can relate to, you know. I think I've taken more from him just by watching and paying attention, you know, closely when he's talking about a record, and when he's talking about hook idea, or he's talking about arrangement, or he's talking about something to add to the music. You know, I'm just soaking in why, you know. Obviously, there's a damn good reason why he wants to do this. Like, so it's like figuring out why that makes sense, you know, and how it made the record better, or how, you know.
Phresher said Paul Rosenberg called him about Eminem wanting him on Revival, leading to their collaboration on Chloroseptic.
Explain to the people how the Eminem feature happened if they don't know.
Man, the Eminem feature happened. Just Eminem heard Royce the 5'9" bomb off on Wait a Minute. Mm-hmm. And then Paul Rosenberg reached out to my manager like, yo, M wants Phresher on the album.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I had to sit down when my manager called me. I'm like, yeah, you serious? Are you joking? He like, I'm serious. Paul Rosenberg is on the phone right now, and M wants you on the project.
You were in the studio with Eminem.
I wasn't in the studio with him. Nah, M wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't there?
M wasn't there. He sent Deron, that's his like best friend and all that.
Oh, yeah.
They flew out.
What
they
was
flew
his
out.
rap name? Cosign? No. Canasi?
I don't know if Deron was ever the artist. I knew he was a producer for sure.
Yeah.
He's D12 for sure.
Right. Yeah.
But Deron, basically that's his hype man too, you know. So he flew him out. We recorded the record. M knew what he wanted me to say, right? So I did what he wanted me to do, but then I just put the sauce at the end, like the harmonizer under or whatever, right? So I could hear M on the phone with Deron, like, yo, tell him I said that's crazy, like the stuff that I added, you feel me? So it was amazing though. It was amazing, man.
Producer Just Blaze said Eminem is extremely hands-on in the studio, meticulously involved in every detail of making a record.
Whereas Eminem is very much hands-on with the process. So they're both very creative and super talented, but just in very different ways. M is there when you're making the beat sometimes. He's there when you're mixing. He's there tweaking and mixing his own vocals. He has like dog hearing, so he'll be like, turn this up a half a dB, turn the bass up like a quarter dB at this frequency. Like, he's very much of a scientist with it, where Jay is just more so like, sounds good, all right, cool now.
Lloyd Banks has consistently respected Eminem and worked with him during his G-Unit days under Shady Records, with Eminem supporting and producing for him.
Me and M got a record, it's called Where I'm At, and it's crazy, you know. Lyrically, it's taking you to another place. I've had records with M, you know, prior to this, you know, or he's been on my records and I've been on his album, but this is a unique record, and it's powerful. I've been in the studio with Eminem since like 2003, you know, maybe even a little before that, but yeah, you know, it's just the same thing with him, you know. He's just all business with it, and it's full of music in there too. You know, he dissects the beat down to every little sound, even when he's mixing. You know, it's like a word for word thing opposed to like 2 bars or 2 bars. He kind of like wants everything to be like on. This is somebody who, if you notice, every time he puts out an album, he has 2 albums worth of material. So, you know, it's evident that he's working, you know, harder than the average artist. So I take that all in mind, you know, when I'm recording, you know.
Lil Wayne said working with Eminem was intense and inspiring, as they both brought their best skills to the studio and pushed each other creatively.
Did a bunch of joints with M, man. That's my man. You already know.
That's very interesting.
Emma had used that Jay-Z moment.
Yo, let me
that
just
Jay
say
lied about, that he talking about he had to go talk to himself and look himself in the mirror. But that moment, Emma had
You're
me like
probably
that.
the only person that did a record with M that they said that M didn't body. How do you feel about that? Because everyone that M get on a record with, they say he body. I have never heard them say that about you.
I can humbly say I expected that, because when you get on a joint, that's like a championship game, and you win it, and they ask you, how do you feel? Did you feel you was going? Yeah, I came in with my game plan, and I expected my game plan to work. Yeah, so M is, when you send a song to M, I attacked it like that, like, nah, you're not. You're just not. You're not gonna do me this. You're not gonna do me this, and so I'm gonna put it all out there. Either we gonna be right here with it and just make a beautiful, wonderful, great song, but you ain't gonna do me that. And so that's what we did. Yeah, we just made a wonderful, great song. I ain't hear nobody ever say nobody body each other, nothing like that. I just made sure that he ain't body me. That boy is a monster.
Yeah.